Hey everybody, it's Brooke with the Buttered Home and welcome to my messy kitchen. If you have been on the fence about sourdough starter, I am here today to tell you that if you can get your hands on some sourdough starter, I'm going to give you a recipe that if you don't make a single loaf of bread, you will be happy that you have it. Today we're going to be teaching you how to make these delicious sourdough starter crackers. Stay tuned, you will not want to miss this one. These are literally the easiest sourdough crackers you can make. If you don't use your sourdough starter for anything else other than this, then it is well worth your time. So I have a kitchen scale that I have turned on and have it set to grams. And I'm putting my bowl on here and I'm clearing the weight out to get it back to zero. So this is like many of our other recipes. It's very easy to customize this. For every 100 grams of starter, you're going to use 1 tablespoon of melted butter. So I'm going to show you how far 100 grams of starter and 1 tablespoon of butter will go for your cracker making venture. So we're going to discard 100 grams of starter. We're almost there, so I'm just going to get just a little bit more. All right, and if you don't have starter, find a friend who has some who will, everybody is always really kind to share. But if not, then you can go over to our YouTube channel and we have a great tutorial there on our live feed that we did last year that shows you how to make your own starter. And this is Phyllis that we made back in February of 2020. So I have 100 grams of starter and I have 1 tablespoon of melted butter. Now, quite literally, this is really all the ingredients that you need to make your crackers. However, we like to dress these up with some seasoning as well as some cheese. So I'm not really going to include those in the ingredients because this is just the basics of how to make this. So you just want to make sure that you get that butter incorporated in with your starter. And it's going to be kind of thick. And then I have a sheet pan fitted with parchment paper. And we're just going to slide that out right onto the parchment. And then I'm going to take my little spatula. And I always start from the center out. And we just want to spread it until it's good and thin. Now you might have some little holes in there, but just take it and you can easily fix it. But you want to try to get it, your thinness or your thickness to be about the same all the way across the span of your sheet pan. Otherwise, you might end up with some crackers that are too thick and some that are too thin and possibly a little crispier than you want them. So invest the time in just running your spatula and spreading it all out all nice and evenly until you're satisfied that it's about the same thickness all the way across. Now, we're going to dress this up just a little bit. We are going to add some everything but the bagel seasoning right on top. And you could just simply add garlic powder and some salt here. But we like the color punch that this gives. And then I'm using just a little bit of pepper jack cheese. and I just want to evenly distribute that over the top. Parmesan also works really good here, but if you have grated some cheese and you need to get rid of it before it dries out, these crackers are a fantastic way to do it. So like I said, if you've been wanting to try sourdough, but you're a little intimidated by the bread, y'all have heard me say this before, don't be. But you can also do things like this. This will make probably, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by, this will make probably anywhere from 24 to 36 crackers, depending on how large we cut them. You can easily double this recipe if you have more starter that you need to get rid of, and it'll make twice as much. But there are weeks that I don't make bread and I make crackers. So this will go into a 375-degree oven. After 5 minutes, we'll take it out and we'll score it just with a regular pizza cutter. I'll score it to where I want my crackers to be able to break evenly. I'll score it both ways. Then we'll return it to the oven to cook for another 20 to 25 minutes or until they're nice and done and brown all the way across. So stay with us, we'll be right back. Okay, so you can see where I scored them with the pizza cutter. And now I have removed them after a full 20-minute cook time in the oven, and they are nice and done. I got them good and thin, so they cooked up nice. You do have some dark spots where it was thinner, but trust me when I tell you, you're just not going to be able to notice. I've let them cool a little bit, so now I'm going to show you how easy they are just to break apart. And if you do have some that are a little spongy, as they cool, they should crisp up. But if not, you can pop them back in at 375 and cook them for about 5 more minutes and they'll be just right. But they are fantastic, and you know what's in them? Delicious. So they're just fantastic and crunchy. I hope you can hear that. They rival any store-bought cracker. You can even add different types of cheese and turn it into different crackers, or you can leave the cheese out altogether and have a more crispy, regular flour type cracker. Simple, 2-ingredient recipe, because I'm not counting the seasonings, and this recipe can be found over at thebutteredhome.com. We hope that you'll give it a try and love it as much as we do. I could eat this whole pan, but I'm not going to. As usual, the recipe there is going to be free to you, just like all of our recipes. We're real proud of that, so we do hope you'll give us a visit there. Also, if you want all of our videos in one convenient place, make sure you're following us on our YouTube channel. If you're not, just search for The Buttered Home, and when you find us, hit that subscribe button so that you can be notified when we drop new videos like this one. Make sure you're following us on all of our social channels. We have a really good time, and we always have free-to-you recipes and lots of fun to boot. So from all of us here at The Buttered Home to your home, happy sourdough baking. Bye.